Oh, hi guys. Happy Easter. It's Easter Sunday, around 11:30. I'm out doing a little shad hunting slash turkey scouting. I'm out in the hardwoods where I finished the year muzzleload hunting and the last of the Michigan deer season. I want to show you guys something. We've had some serious rain and the two-track getting back here is nothing but a lake. So go over there and get around this bend up here and get on some high ground. Yeah, there's a lot of water back here. Yeah, my turkey hunt here in Michigan is going to be what they call the ZZ hunt, and it'll be the month of May. I think it starts the 6th of May. And it gives you a whole month. So I'll be on this chunk of private here where I deer hunted, and then chunk of another section of private that I'll probably go check out next weekend maybe. Trying to get a spring trip plan together to go up to the cabin, but they just got hammered the last 2 weeks with close to 2 feet of snow, and that may not seem like a lot of snow because it's going to be melting, but getting back there might be a chore. My cabin sits on top of a ridge, and the road getting back, the two-track getting back to camp, that might be a little dicey too. And then of course, last year we couldn't make it back there in the spring because the road flooded. If you remember, I went up there at the end of May and had those lights put in, those new gas lights put in, and it's just unbearable with the mosquitoes to even enjoy it being up there. So, but no, it's we plan on 20, I think to leave the 27th, Thursday night, and head up to camp. But I think the one guy can't go that weekend, I think, because he's got a electric apprentice class on that Saturday, and he can't miss that. So then the young bucks wanted to go the weekend before, but I think they'll be pushing it, getting back there. So I got some leads from some people I know that live up there that's going to keep an eye on it for me and see if we can go then. If not, probably the first weekend in May we'll go. That's the plan anyway. I like to always get up there and just see how it did throughout the winter and see if anything happened. I never made it out there for rifle hunting, or I mean snowmobile season. I never made it up riding this year. Work's just been, we've been swamped at work, and I'd rather work it now than come October, November, when it comes time for deer season. I'd like to save my time for that. Just like this turkey season, I'm probably only going to be able to hunt, Sunday mornings and possibly Saturday afternoons, Sunday afternoons, but I know there'll be no Saturday hunts in the morning anyway, with the way my work schedule is. But I guess that's a good thing, to keep working. Like they say, make hay when you can. But we're almost to the shack I was hunting out of. But there sure is a hell of a lot of water back in through these woods. A lot of water. But there's one thing I wanted to touch on, and I kind of got a laugh out of it. But I had a comment in one of my videos back during the firearm season from up at camp up there in the UP. The law in Michigan states you can bait for deer 2.5 gallons of bait in the Upper Peninsula, except for the area where they found that one deer with CWD. But in southern Michigan, well, I should say this, anywhere south of the Mackinac Bridge, you can't bait. But anyway, this comment that I had, and stated I should be put in jail. I'm a felon. Felons shouldn't have guns. This guy went on and on and on. So I politely answered his question and asked him why he felt that way. And he stated to me that anybody that hunts over bait is committing a crime, violating, and he went on and on and on. So I responded back, and I read him the exact rule out of the Hunting Digest as to what the rule stated. He answered me back and said, it doesn't matter. Anybody that hunts over bait as a felon should be put in jail. Shouldn't be allowed to own a gun. And I kind of laughed and chuckled at it, because I'd never committed a crime while I was hunting. I've never been in any trouble with the law. I've never had a speeding ticket in all my life. I've been driving almost 40 years, never had a ticket, never had an accident. So, I replied to him again, and I said, we had 6 or 7 back and forths, and he didn't reply to when I sent him the actual rules. And so I replied back again and told him, you know, thanks for watching. I appreciate, you know, you should subscribe and keep watching, and you'll see how I am. So never replied back. Well, later on that day, I went on back on that video, and he deleted it. He deleted that post. So yeah, when I started this channel, I knew I'd get haters. I knew I'd get people that, you know, were against something like that, baiting. But it's legal where I hunt up in the Upper Peninsula. So if he's watching, you know, hopefully I cleared that up for him. But never once have I violated any game rules. But anyway, getting out into that field out here. It's drier out here than it is in there. There's the shack. That's property we don't have permission to go into unless we ask. And the same with that. All the way up. There's like 200 acres over there. And that's the area where them deer are bedded. I'd love to get in there right now. And I bet you'd find a lot of sheds in there. But the lady doesn't want nobody in there unless we're tracking a wounded animal. Which, that's her right. But they bed over in there. So, looks like it did all right through the winter. Now the sun's supposed to come out here and do a little TLC with it. We gotta fix that door. I just rigged it so it would close for the winter to keep out. The squirrels are in there making a heyday, and there's a hole right there that it wasn't there. They're chewing through it, so he's gonna have to come out here and do something. Told him I'd do it, but he said no, I'd take care of it. So, well, there's some more water. It's just a beautiful day to be out here. My truck said it was 52 degrees. But I haven't made any videos in a while. Got some things going on that, holy smokes, freaking tree just fell out of nowhere. Wow. That I'll fill you guys in on another time. But that's one of the reasons why that and work is why I haven't really placed any videos. I was asked not to mention what's going on. I've granted the wishes. I won't say anything until the time is right, but yeah, there's a few things going on right now that I will just leave it at that. And as far as work goes, you know, I've been working 70, 75 hours damn near since first of the year. We're pretty busy at work, and in my department we're a man down. So yeah, it's been hectic. But so that's why I say I don't know how much turkey hunting I'll get in. But I just told the wife I'm gonna go take a walk in the woods Easter Sunday morning. She's cooking a delicious dinner right now, and we'll take a plate of that dinner over to my ma's. She's a little under the weather, So we'll take a plate of Easter dinner to her later. I just love being out here. I haven't been over here since the 3rd of December. So, and this part of the woods, but that other section of woods I'm hunting for turkey. I used to deer hunt it. I haven't deer hunted it in a long time. But anyway, I'm gonna go out there and mainly because the landowner hunts it for deer. He don't turkey hunt. I just started turkey hunting about 5-6 years ago, and I can't believe I waited that long to do it, but I haven't shot in one yet. I've seen lots of hens, but never had a tom come in shooting range. But hopefully this year that'll change, because this is the section of woods I was hunting in that shack over there, where I seen all them turkeys I had on video. So that was a pretty good sign. At one time there was like over 30 of them. But in my experiences, since I started hunting them, I could be wrong. Somebody could fill me in, but it seems like the turkeys are here for a while and then they move on to another part of the land. That's just what I've observed since I started hunting them. I mean, I'm liable to come out here and not see nothing. Now that other section of land that I have permission to hunt on, I drove by it coming here, and there was 5 fanned out in the field, as I seen from the highway, along with like 6 deer. So, but I didn't see no other hens or anything, but I did see some turkeys over there. But it just seems to me like they move. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's just how what I've been patterning since I started hunting them. I don't know much about them, but I don't know if they do that or if they stick to one area for a while then, or what. Let me know in the comments what's going on then, if you know, because I haven't, that big field over there where them deer come out of that bedding area that leads up to a main road I go by every day on my way home from work, and I haven't seen a turkey out there since I seen these turkeys when I was deer hunting. And the other property, which isn't far from where we're at right now, like I said, there was 5 times feathered out in the field when I went by there about an hour ago. And it, like I said, ain't too far from here, and I seen them. But I don't know much about them to comment on them. But I'd love to go in that area, or in that bedding area, look for some sheds. I bet you I'd find a few of them in there. Because like I mentioned before, these woods I'm in right now, which is where that shack is on the edge of them, I don't think the deer hang out in here. I just think they use it as a travel corridor to get from that bedding area over to this hayfield. And when I first started hunting this property a long time ago, I never concentrated where he's got that shack. I've always was in here, and I never really seen any deer. in here in these hardwoods. There's a lot of oak trees in here, but there was one runway that comes out of that corner up there, and it diagonally goes out to that hayfield over there. So, like I said, I just never seen them in here. At one point in time, I couldn't figure out what was going on. So, but the only problem is where he's got that shack, you need a good northeast, east, or southeast wind to hunt it, because it's facing to the east. But that's where them deer come out of all the time. And I showed you pictures of the bucks he shot out of there, out of that shack, that were coming out of that bedding area over there. It's like clockwork. They come out anytime after 4:30, right before dark. And so, but no, it's just great to be out. I want to give a shout out to Ben from Camp Benny. He had a very touching video came out yesterday that I watched. I'd recommend you guys watch it. I mean, I'd subscribe to his channel. He puts out some good content. I'll say it again, he's the guy behind me getting going on it. But anyway, he put out a good video yesterday that you guys should take a look at when you get a chance, if you haven't already. It'll hit home, and it hit home for me too. So check that out. But I just can't believe all the water laying in here. It's like a swamp. And we've been here out here almost an hour. I'm just mainly enjoying it. It's not cold, it's not raining. Like, that's part of that trail, and that thing is just, back behind me was just soaked. I see no turkey tracks in this mud. Oh, there's some fresh deer tracks. Very quiet out here. Yeah, so if anybody can give me some tips on them turkeys, I mean, do they stay at a certain area for so long and then truck on, or what the deal is? But in all this mud back in here that I've walked, through here, I haven't seen no turkeys tracks, any feathers. Usually there's feathers and tracks everywhere. I had a guy ask me, commented, wanted to know if I'll be turkey hunting up at the cabin. And the answer to that was no. For starters, I don't even think I could get back there. And I don't think there's as many turkeys up there to even warrant a season, at least in my area. I mean, yes, I have seen them, but It's not like down here where they're all over the place, but I just don't think there's that many turkeys in the whole UP to begin with. Maybe in the southern part, down in Menominee County, but to tell you the truth, we get so much snow, I don't even know how they can survive up there. And like when we first bought the camp, we never saw turkeys up until about, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. I seen a couple, but back in '88, we didn't see nothing for turkeys. And then all of a sudden they just start popping up. And when you see one, you see 5 or 6 of them, and that's about it. You don't see no big flocks like you do down here. But so no, I won't hunt them up there. I'll just stick to down here. The main reason is I'm not going to drive 6 hours for a day and a half or so of hunting. I'm not going to do that. And I'd rather save my vacation time for whitetail. So, but yeah, we're getting back to the truck. I just thought I'd bring you guys along. I walked through this whole section of woods. It was also brought to my attention, do I do maple syrup? And the question, or the answer to that is no. I've never tried it. I've been with people that have done it. It looks like a lot of fun. But the main reason I didn't stick with it is because I brought some home and nobody likes it. How can you not like maple syrup? So I just said, well, I'm not gonna go out tapping trees and learning how to do it the right way when nobody wants to eat it. And I don't know how you cannot like maple syrup. So yeah, I don't experiment with maple syrup. So I know that sounds kind of different, but and the only time I did do it was up in the UP around, well, probably early May when we first got the cabin up there. I met some guys that had a cabin by me that did it, so I went along for the ride, and they had a heck of a setup. They had lines running all over Hillendale in the woods, and of course they sell it up there on Highway 2, but they had a major setup. Went back to their place and then had a few beers when we were they were burning it up. So, but that was the only time. And like I said, I brought a bottle of it home, and well, we don't like that. Why'd you bring that home? So it's like I said, okay, whatever. But no, that's the reason behind that. And as far as the turkey, I don't know why I started it so late in my hunting career on the turkey hunting. It's just something that my family never done. You know, my dad never did it. All my dad did was deer hunt, and we walleye fished. And my brother never turkey hunted, he just deer hunted, small game. Back in the day where we lived downstate here, where we used to have pheasants. I haven't seen a pheasant in years. And I don't know why they have a hunt for them down this neck of the woods. There isn't any. Then they have another hunt in December. And it's like, really? It's just one of them things where our good old DNR, you know, I don't want to go off on it, but it's like, why are we having 2 seasons for pheasant. Maybe up in the thumb, but down here, there isn't any. Because all the habitat's going away. Every time you look around, someone's buying more property, and next thing you know, there's a subdivision going up. So anyway, nobody's ever turkey hunted in the family. And like I said, it took my son, who has shot a nice one, it took him to get me into it. Because he kept bugging me, and I had to tell him, I said, Kyle, I don't know much about turkey hunting. And I still don't. I know very little about it, but I'm no expert at it. So that's how I got into turkey hunting, because he wanted to. So, but I'm glad I did. About 37 years too late, but better late than never, I guess. So, no, I just wanted to take you along for a little venture. I'm sorry I'm not getting videos out all the time. I got a lot going on. I'm doing my best. I'm hoping we get up to camp here in the next couple weeks. I'm living for that. Now I'll take a vacation day for that, to go up to camp. That's a for sure thing. But until then, next weekend I'll probably go out to this other section of property where I can go turkey hunting over there besides here. I think there's just too much water in here. Wow. So I'll go take a walk over there next weekend, back in there, and see what it shows. But I also walked around in there looking for sheds, which I know where they're at. They're over in that bedding area, in that private property over there. So, but I want to thank you for watching. And like I said, I hope you have a nice Easter. We'll see you later.